Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you. You're watching a brand new episode of Encounter. Today, our guest in the studio is a very special guest. She's the reason why you are being able to watch Encounter right now. Because before Encounter, there was a program called In Search of the Self, and myself with our guest today, we recorded 26 episodes over the period of 1 year. We spoke about Rumi, Krishna, Jesus, Ram, Tagore, Swami Vivekananda, amongst others. And these episodes are available on YouTube. And my guest today is none other than Shakuntala Hawoldar, and for such a special guest, we dress up for the occasion. Shakun, a very warm welcome to you. First and foremost, thank you for being here and sharing us your time.
Despite my years, you thought of me. Thank you.
Well, we have to share with the viewers of Encounter that how Encounter started was your idea of talking about great eminent personalities who have influenced our lives from back then and whose teachings are still very present nowadays. So hence there was In Search of the Self, and now I can proudly say that we are in the 4th season of Encounter.
Good, very good. That is because of you. You are a very professional man, and they are lucky to have you.
Thank you very much, Shakun. And the topic chosen by you today is, what we'll be speaking today is how to choose a guru. Some call spiritual masters, some call spiritual guide. So Shakun and myself, we will be discussing about how to choose a guru. Who is a spiritual guide?
I think that's a very intelligent way to start the program. And the meaning of the guru is one who removes ignorance. See, not everybody can remove ignorance. And this particular, it's not X guru, Y guru. You come to the names later. But who is the guru? The guru is one who removes all the doubts. All the darkness of the mind he removes. And he shows you the light.
But the guru does not have darkness in his or her life?
No. He has transcended it.
Okay.
See, I cannot be a teacher if I don't know what the pupil thinks. And the pupil will think lots of rubbish. But it's up to the teacher to know how to remove the rubbish and instill in him his love of biology or psychology or whatever the case might be.
So is it a case of practicing what you preach?
No, more than that. Because a transcendental guru is not practice as you preach. This is ordinary language.
Okay.
A person who is a guru has transcended many étapes.
Okay.
Beaucoup étapes, different transcend, different arrive and la force d'aller-même. He has reached a position where he is in light. He is in light.
And do you think there are many people who are enlightened around us?
No.
So a lot of people pretend to be enlightened?
Yes.
So how do you recognize those people?
You can recognize them by what they do. Let us take Sai Baba.
Let's take Sai Baba.
Now, Sai Baba is somebody, lots of people, he's God, this, that. But he himself says, I don't enter karma.
Yes.
He himself says that. I don't enter karma, I won't remove your karmic problems. You have to say, as you sow, so you reap. You reap what you sow. So he redefines what the religions say.
All right. And who else do you think is an enlightened master nowadays?
See, there are people who believe in Osho.
Yes.
Now, you see, whether it is Osho, whether it is Sai Baba, it is light. And during the time of Osho, I'll tell you a small story. They started in Bombay worshipping Sheila, who was against Osho.
Yes, I remember watching the series called Wild Wild West, where it says the story of Osho, but I don't know to what extent it's true.
No, but you see, you are right in doubting because it created doubts of all kinds.
It is an opinion that was broadcast, that was put through a series.
No, but it didn't come as an opinion. It came as a verity.
As a truth.
And therefore one gets confused.
Yes.
Now, Osho, I found it very difficult to get to him. And one of the Mahalakshmi, who was the first secretary before
Sheila.
she just pushed me into it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I was a doubting Thomas.
Okay, I was about to ask how did you discover Osho, but oh, that's a nice story to know. So when was that?
In 79, I took Osho.
Okay, was it in Mauritius or did you go to India?
No, I was in India.
Okay.
And I was in thirst. I was searching.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling pained by the fact I was not getting.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Ramakrishna ashram and I went to all over. Then I fell in the arms of Mahalakshmi. She said, just go. She sensed my genuineness.
Okay.
I didn't know I was genuine. I myself doubted myself. I'm a doubting Thomas. However, I went to Osho by chance. I think the Guru chooses you.
So yes, this is probably the second part where we say that when you're ready, the Guru appears.
Correct. So you see, you can't choose a higher person. You are a lower person, full of doubts and darkness. How can you choose the Guru? The Guru chooses you.
So can you explain us how the process works? I mean, do you need to be searching so that he will appear? Can you walk us through how it all works out in your own experience?
I was full of doubt. I was full of disbelief. And then I was searching. All the doors were closed.
In search of the self.
In search of the self. And all the doors were closed. Then I came to Osho and the door opened. The door was open, but I didn't go in. I doubted.
So you were asking questions even after meeting, after seeing what happened or
No.
who he was?
No.
No?
No. Before I met him personally, one-to-one, I doubted because I didn't know whether it was genuine or not. And my mother and father told me, who are you going to meet like this? Is it Krishna? I said, yes. There was a feeling that this is a genuine person.
Okay.
You don't get stars and moon and all that coming to you when the Guru comes. He can come very subtly. Look at the way it happened to Vivekananda. He was with the Guru Ramakrishna, but he did not realize he was with the Guru. He doubted the Guru. And Ramakrishna said, doesn't matter, let him doubt. It's good.
Coming back to the original question, what are the factors that you take into consideration when choosing a guru? How do you identify it?
Yes, first of all, you don't choose a Guru. The Guru chooses you.
Okay, but there are many fake gurus nowadays and they pretend to be choosing you. How do you get around it?
See, if a person is after money, you will know that money matters to him more than anything else. And this is one reason you should reject him.
Okay, money is one thing, I agree to that. But sometimes it's not always about money. It's about the time that you give and it helps the organization generate money.
So money comes in.
Yes. But you will never know how much money comes in, but you're giving your time. Sometimes when you're giving your time from your family to the organization, then it's your family that suffers behind. Your children do not grow as you wish. The husband or the wife are starting to do other things. So it's a much more complex than what it seems.
See, When a guru happens in your life, the whole world changes. It's not that you choose a guru and you decide who is who and what. You are not capable.
Yeah.
You are just a hopeless case and you are choosing in darkness. But you choose a guru, and once, or not choose a guru, when you find a guru, because removal of ignorance happens from darkness to light.
At the end of the day, I'm not being disrespectful. All those gurus, they run very successful organizations and
Yes.
and gain a lot of funds. So the money is always there.
I think you're very right. See, in any organization, money matters.
Okay.
So if it is a religious see Prabhupada,
Yes. Who started ISKCON?
ISKCON. Now you go to him, they don't put money first. Now if you are taking a room in Prabhupada's place, that has a cost.
Probably.
And also you go to that place, you have to pay a rent.
Yes.
So the money comes in when you deal with outside beings.
Okay.
It's not for the guru, but it is to pay for the maintenance.
Because it has a cost.
It has a cost. So that way money comes in. So it's not money globally.
When the guru has supposedly chosen you, what are the red flags to look out for?
See, first of all, when you examine the whole situation, you have to remember purity. Are you pure? Are you really pure?
What do you mean by pure?
Not have all kinds of kleshas.
Okay.
Not kind of load yourself with, I don't want this, I don't want that. Live minimally and be happy. A sannyas.
A sannyas, so of living a simple life.
Simple life.
All right, all right, all right. Who are the gurus for you, or if I may ask, who are the gurus who have chosen you? Of course, we have Osho. We know that.
Osho is for me my Satguru.
Okay.
He shows me the way.
Not to be confused with the Sadguru from Isha Foundation.
No.
No.
Osho is my guru. And I feel the Sadguru also gives lots of tips.
Okay.
Sadguru of Isha Foundation also gives lots of, they don't mislead you.
Yeah, he's just completed the Safe Soil
But you
initiative.
see, he
100
does
days.
good things.
No, he undertakes his projects himself and he leads by example. It's not always, I mean, I read a lot about him, I listen to him a lot. I think that he seems to be a very genuine guru. I don't always agree to everything he says, but he makes sense most of the time because he is able to apply logic to what he's teaching. So yeah, you were speaking, what are the red flags to look out for in a guru?
Red flags,
Is money?
again, how you use the money.
Okay.
Now, Sadguru will have costs. But you see where the costs are. It's not going to him to augment his power base. He may take a bit here and there, which is needed for his work. But he's not sitting and
Enjoying it.
enjoying it.
It's going to the initiatives that he is working on, or like you have Save Soil, Save Our Rivers, plant the trees and all, or feed the poor in rural areas, etc. Shakun, so can you give us more details about choosing a guru? And of course, I want to hear more about your relationship you had, even though if he's still not here, I'm sure you still believe in the teachings of Osho. I will also want to hear about it. First question, how do you choose a guru then?
See, as you sow, so you reap.
Of course.
That is the basis. So the guru does not really interfere with your karma.
But they say that when you follow a spiritual guru, they can douse down the bad karma and
No.
improve.
No.
No?
No.
Is that a lie?
No, it is not a lie, but you know, they give you courage.
Okay, so the himmat to the courage to go forward.
Yes. So you have bad karma, let's say. You have a bad karma. And as much as you can, you improve the situation. So you get himmat, you get courage.
So you make yourself stronger to face it.
To face it. And you don't do evil again.
So you learn from the lesson.
You learn from the lesson. You're a clever boy.
No, well, I've been lucky to interview many people, and we try to learn as we go along. Let's talk about Osho. How did you hear about it? So you met the secretary and you were searching for some guidance in your life in the 70s.
I was searching and I looked everywhere, but I realized that the spark was spiritual.
Yes.
I was always a spiritual being and always searching, 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 because when you're searching, you stumble on good and bad.
But what was it that you were searching, that when you heard about Osho, that you said, okay, this is going to be my spiritual guru? What was the process?
No, I did not say that.
Walk us through it then.
I will tell you. When I went through Osho, I accepted him, but I was charmed by him because he was enlightened.
Okay.
When you get enlightened, en la lumière assise sur toi, and où attiré par la lumière.
So you could sense that he was enlightened, and
yes.
Can you share a bit more about how can you see that? How did you know he was enlightened?
I didn't know. I thought he was because of many things that happened in his life. But you see, a master is also inundated with stupid people.
That's a way of putting it, yes.
But many people come to you because of greed.
Yes.
So the master's also in the same plight.
Okay.
So he had lots of people who were very greedy and who sabotaged him.
If he was that enlightened, would he not see through these things?
No.
No?
No, that is wrong. He had this, now the speaker and all this appareil that you put on me.
Yes, the mic.
I know the mic. But Osho may not know.
Okay.
I may sit in front of him and smile happily. He will see my smile, but he won't see this. So there is much to be said about enlightenment and enlightened masters.
Osho is a very controversial personality, even though he's been dead for 30 years now. What has been the biggest confusion or misconception about Osho? Because there's a saying that goes, you might be disappointed with the followers, but you will never be disappointed with the concept or the guru. Do you care to share your thoughts about it?
Yes, because the guru means somebody who's enlightened. Do you know about enlightenment? No.
I do not know because I've not experienced it, so you cannot know.
Correct. So you're getting wiser by the hour.
Because I remember someone saying you can only experience God, you can only know God when you experience God.
So you have to experience him. But God as a being, has anybody seen him? No.
No. This leads me nicely to my next question. Of course, religion and different types of religions are very present in our world, even in Mauritius. But over the last 20, 30 years, we have seen an emergence of spiritual guides or spiritual gurus. Why do you think this is happening?
Because you can't trust man. You can't trust man. Man is a dangerous animal. He is very cunning.
Okay.
He pretends something and he does something else.
Is that why we are having more and more spiritual gurus, or they're
Yes.
coming forward?
Yes.
Do you think that these emergences, they are addressing the shortcomings of religion,
Shortcomings of man.
of man, not religion?
Now, religion is what? You asked me about Parahamsa, Ramakrishna Parahamsa. He was genuine.
Yes.
But all the people who followed him were genuine,
Yes.
and they searched for God. But our knowledge of God is furtive. Means man's understanding of God is faulty
Okay, why is that? Because of greed?
because he's greedy and he wants to ramase.
Okay.
He's corrupt.
Okay. So how do you think we should go around this, or what is the solution to this?
Each person has to look within his own heart. Wisdom, strength, and kindness. He should be always wise to know that he has God in him. God is not sitting in the temple.
Okay.
God is not sitting it's in him only. But the evolution of man has reached a stage when he is got God in him, but he must recognize the God in him.
Do you think that this will ever happen? Because saying it is very easy, but putting it into action is a different story.
That is why it is important to recognize man as he is. If he's a shaitan, you must make sure that there is peace. If there is no peace, there is shaitan around.
So this is also the reason why it's important to be able to choose the right guru once the guru has chosen you.
Yes. Remember that you don't choose a guru. The guru chooses you if you are pure. I mentioned this word pure.
In the heart and mind.
In the heart and mind. And when you are pure in the heart and mind, you're close to God.
Shakun, we have almost come to the end of this interview. Any words before I conclude this interview?
Find the God in you.
Find the God in you.
See, the God doesn't sit in the temple.
Yes, you said, yeah.
God is not sitting in a church, not in a mosque. He's sitting in you. Find the God in you and reach out to the God in you, and you will find him.
Oh, beautiful saying, Shakun. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom. It's been a pleasure having you with us in the studio of the MBC after 3 years, because I think the last time you were here was pre-COVID. So it's such an honor to have you here, and thank you for doing what you do, and thank you for having inspired so many people. If I may take this opportunity to share with our viewers that one of the reasons why I always wanted to work on television is because of people like you. Growing up, I was watching people like you teach general paper in English on the Mauritius College of the Air, and even your colleagues like Georges Payan and Raj Ganes, they all inspired me to become who I am today. So a big thank you to you. And it's such an honor to work with you.
I want to tell you something, sweetheart, before I leave. Find the God in you.
I will. I hope I will do, and I'm happy that I have people like you by my side. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much, Shakun. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this emotional episode of Encounter. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. If you have any questions or queries, drop an email. It's encounter@mbc.net.mu. Until the very next program, goodbye.